before we start, there's something that I've been trying to keep myself a little distant from, even though I shouldn't as a content creator. But there's also like a lot of, I guess, I don't know, I guess difficult emotions to process when it comes to World of Warcraft and me just kind of, watching these trailers and being excited about games and whatnot. I actually recently, more or less, played through the Dragonflight storyline, and it was okay. But like I wasn't in love with it. It didn't like keep me invested in the game or anything. Like I didn't continue to play it. And now there's like a new trailer released along with this idea of basically multiple, from what I understand, multiple expansions basically being kind of advertised as a saga. So I'm not sure if that's a good idea for them to do, because it does kind of kill the hype and the suspense of like the other. I don't know. I guess the future expansions, because we already know their names and whatnot. It's a big project. I'm not gonna lie. Deepwoods, welcome back. How are you today? What's up? So yeah, today, I guess against my better judgment, I'm gonna watch these videos. I want to watch what's it called, the War Within, the official announcement cinematic, and also the features overview. I'm not going to go any further than that. So I'm gonna take a look at those videos. By the way, if you are on TikTok, you're more than welcome to join us on Twitch or Kick or YouTube, should you want to see my screen as well, pretty much. Apart from that, good evening. I hope you're doing well. And make sure to leave a like on the stream also. I'm still like learning TikTok, so I'm not very good at this, but yeah, we're gonna watch the video. In my opinion, WoW is the same with each expansion: four new zones, eight different dungeons, one new raid. Well, yeah, somewhat. I am cautiously optimistic when it comes to this. Some people say that it's like the World of Warcraft too. I don't know what that means. I haven't like seen the trailer, but we're gonna take a look. Also, is that word? Hello and welcome. How are you doing? What's up? Isn't it like 2 a.m. here? Yes, yes, definitely it is. I suffer from insomnia, and I kind of, I guess, came to realize that it's not going to get any better, and that I'm still inevitably going to have my coffees way too late. And and this is a habit that I can't stop. So this is now the time that I'm streaming from like 2 to like 5 or 6 in the morning every day. So that's what I do. And it kind of works out, because a lot of people from like the West actually get to watch the stream as well. But anyway, I won't take any more of your time. I do want to watch these videos. Sorry about the sound, as I'm not sure if it's gonna be too loud or not. But we're gonna watch the trailer first. I have finished like the base story of Dragonflight, but I don't know anything about like the rest of it. I don't really care about the spoilers too much, because I was the one who, wasn't there, so I'm okay with getting myself spoiled on pretty much anything at this point. But yeah, let's watch the video. Who is that? That can't be Anduin, can it? Like, who else would be wearing this? Right?
Anduin.
Dang. But it's like real. It's not a cartoon. What is this? Boy seeing things, right?
You're here to tell me we don't get to hide. Is that it?
You needed time. We stayed away.
I still think it's real.
But time by itself heals nothing.
You didn't just come here for me.
Oh,
It's
bro,
the
look at that
visions.
hair.
You've seen them.
I suspect many have lately. Something, someone, is calling out from the heart of the world. Like a voice from a dream.
So it's not just Anduin.
Something dark is coming, Anduin.
Of course it is.
The world needs your light again,
Of course it does.
my son.
I am not that person anymore! I have no light. Not after what I've seen. Not after what I've done!
What has he done? Is that like a spoiler? Because I haven't been.
You are not your past, Anduin.
Like, I'm not caught up. Like, I know the whole jailer story and how he was mind control and stuff, but I don't know what happened
I trust you.
after.
Hear me.
Oh, I thought it was some other shit.
They're getting worse.
They have a crystal mommy as well. Like, it wasn't that bad, really. And
Whatever's coming,
he was mind controlled.
I'll
so-
stand with you. Of course I will. But we were drawn here by the voice. Who is it, Thrall? Who's calling out to us?
I'm not sure yet. But that sword was aimed at someone.
Again? Like something dark and mysterious is coming. They could have just turned the camera towards the sword that they literally have been sitting in front of, both of them. And we're like, ooh, what's happening? What's this new thing? And then the camera turns, and lo and behold, there is a sword. Actually rhymes. No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not like a huge fan of very happy and like cheerful and these like I don't know super I don't know carefree stories and whatnot. I do like it when they have like a little bit of a darker premise, which is why I've always been drawn to WoW in a way. But at the same time, like I would not give it the benefit of the doubt to the point that I'm now hyped about the game or trusting the game after seeing a cinematic. Simply because the cinematics normally, when it comes to World of Warcraft, at least they have not been properly, I guess, showing what actually goes on in the game. It's a cute movie, and they're very talented artists, and the act is very good. The voice acting is great, and we don't really know what this force is or whatever, but obviously there's gonna be something to unite against and whatnot. But the fact that the expansion is called the War Within just kind of sort of implies that I guess it's not just about I guess this like external threat, even though there is one. The war within, in my opinion at least, now I haven't seen like the announcement or anything, obviously, but it just kind of implies that there is an internal conflict, or like you said, PTSD, and that Anduin is going to be a little bit of a centerpiece, and I guess that they're going to try to redeem him and basically to not have people see him as I don't know, as a spineless little shit, I guess. And I think that yeah, medicine, I think has a huge potential to make these stories so compelling and to actually know what's going to have people excited. Now, the fact that they've announced like what, three expansions, I think is just insane, and I do not know how they're gonna pull off everything. I think it's a big project, big undertaking, but I don't know. It's a gamble also in a way that like you don't really know if the audience is going to be just as excited about the other two, um, knowing I don't know. What if the first one goes wrong or whatever? It's like if you don't like the first one, people are already gonna be like, okay, so now we have to basically suffer through the same shit for like another two expansions or something. So we'll see. Yeah, the cinematics is essentially just them talking about their feelings. It is great, but it's not telling us anything about the game. It's not telling us about whether or not rating is gonna be homework. As it always has been in World of Warcraft. It's not gonna tell us whether or not rating is going to be a full-time job like it was for me when I was like rating for a while, which is the reason why I quit. And it's not telling us if the world building is going to be good, if there's going to be outdoor activities and whatnot. For that reason, we're going to watch another trailer, which is probably not going to tell us all these things as well. But there is the War Within features overview. So I just kind of want to check it out and see what they actually like, what they're actually I guess kind of going to show. Yeah, I'm not reading with red ever again.
My visions are not the same as the others. No radiance, no song,
What am I
just
watching?
the shadow taunting me from below. The fate of our world rests upon the edge of a knife. And our battle lies deep within.
Oh, this is okay. The War Within. The War Within is the same, is the expansion that we just saw the trailer for, right? I'm so confused, but this should be the same expansion that is this one. The War Within official announcement, and this is, I guess, for the next expansion. Please tell me if it's not, but it does say so. I don't understand it. Honestly, like it's a good trailer, but like from what I'm seeing, like this is just me being a little objective about it. Like let's look at, I don't know, I see this zone, and what I'm seeing is Maldraxxus. I look at, where is it? I look at this zone and I see the Dragon City. What's it called? Like the first big city that you come to in Dragonflight. I can't remember, but like the colors and everything, like that's what I'm seeing here. I see this, and I see another one of those like druid zones. Um, no, not the druid zones, but in the one in Battle for Azeroth. What's it called? I forgot all these names. Like the Troll City or the Fortress or whatever. It's like the suburbans. Yeah, this well, the problem is like this is actually the game, and I don't like that I'm recognizing some of the features. Now, this reminds me of, well, I haven't even played that zone in like Dragonflight as much, but I know what it looks like. Zandalar, yes, it's like I don't like it that I'm looking at it and this looks like Colteras, doesn't it? It's like I don't know, like I feel like they haven't really moved on from this. Like okay, they have their like Disney like style and that's fine, but like I don't like it that I don't know that it's not really exciting to me. Like it's fine, but like the zones they already feel like something that we've seen before, and I hope I'm wrong. Like I really, really hope I'm wrong, because so far, like I don't know what Warband is, and hero talents are probably something that people are going to be excited about because I guess it is the actual character customization. The Earth and Allied race. Are we actually getting another dwarf race? Why are they obsessed with dwarves? I don't understand this. It's unhealthy. It's an unhealthy obsession with dwarves. Leave it alone. Make more new, different. Don't no. No. It's like it's always dwarves. How many types of dwarves does World of Warcraft already have? Dynamic flight, like as someone who does enjoy mounts, that's actually pretty cool because some of these mechanics haven't been updated in years or ever, so that's cool. We didn't see much of like the dungeons and raids or whatever. This is fine, but this is I'm seeing like assets from Castle Nathria pretty much, probably because I have like deep rooted PTSD from Castle Nathria. But yeah, like I mean overall it looks okay, but like I thought that I'd be like, oh no, like what if I get tempted into playing this? It's like it's literally the Shadowlands Covenant spells. Really? No way. No way. They wouldn't do that, would they? Please tell me they wouldn't. They wouldn't. Why would they do that? No, 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 no. No, they wouldn't, right? Decided for cross realm guilds. Well, now you can raid as alliance if you play alliance. Where is Red these days? What's he up to? I don't know. Like I am not the right person to I guess comment on these things because I've been gone for so long, and I feel like I have like this um, uh, twisted perspective on like what the game is about right now. I do think that there are new things. For example, like this is what I would call a new thing. It's a new model. It's something that looks at least somewhat different. Something I don't know World of Warcraft players haven't seen in a while, at least when it comes to like the type of art and whatnot. But they need to stop with this. What is this Nargrand? Or whatever it is. It's like every zone looks like a Disney cartoon. It's always the same. Like the color palette of the zones are either like brown and green like Maldraxxus, or they're all like I don't know, with like this like bright green tint that basically symbolizes like zones where dragons live and whatnot, or it's like an actual like a valley or whatever, or like desertish. Like there's like four types of things, and snow, of course. I'm not saying that I don't know, I'm expecting I don't know what, but I don't want to like look at the zone and immediately just be reminded of, hey, this looks exactly like I don't know this zone or that zone. If you showed me the picture, I could mistake it for a zone in this expansion or that expansion or whatever. It's an extension to your talent tree that depends on your specs, and is a mix of two specs. Okay, so that means that you have to pick your primary spec and then like pick another one whose traits you can, I don't want to say borrow, but before we talk about dwarves, count how many types of orcs are in the game. I don't know, like everything's turning into like big, massive, like Lord of the Rings with a lot of Disney. Well, okay, that's cool. That's cool because like if you get to like mix the two specs that you're excited about, but you have to, I don't know, like either choose one of them or play both and gear both, this can actually help people feel less need to have thousands and thousands of alts to even feel like they're actually playing the game, which is why I've been happy enough with Final Fantasy 14, because I am not an alt person. I've tried to be, I've tried to level, but like I just can't stay caught up with the game as my week literally turns into just running the current content and just trying to get the gear and trying to stay caught up. Um, it's not a new model. I believe is the Molten Core Giant. Yeah, I know, but I'm just that's the thing. Like, I'm just desperately trying to find like new things that they have to present. Like, I'm not here to bash it. Like, obviously, some of these things are exciting, but I wish I was able to like look at, a place and not immediately a picture a place that already kind of exists in the game. You know what I mean? That's kind of like that's the only thing that I'm asking from like the new content. And then again, I don't even know when is this expansion due? When does this come out? Is there a date? What is this? Unlock Epic Edition rewards today. Buy now. If you can buy now, when is the release? Why is there already a pre-purchase coming in 2024? 2024 when? Fall next year? Why do you get to ride this thing for a year? Is this the walking Anzu mount that's already in the game, but it's like a ghost reskin of it? What is this? And I'm so confused. I don't know. And what is this three? What is this? What is this? What does this signify? Three sand clocks. What is this? By the way, some of you might be on an ad. Sorry about that. Saying it'll be pretty quick. They want to release expansions faster. I see. New zones, Maldraxxus, Borealis, Naga, and Zultra. They do look like the zones that we've already seen. Like, I want to be excited, I really do, but so far I don't like. This is not helping. This is like, what did they think that we forgot Shadowlands? Like, some of us played Shadowlands and then we abandoned the game and we played a little bit of Dragonflight. But when I see this, I still see the Maldraxxus world quests and that Hydra thing from one of the world quests where you have to like feed it the ball and then you throw it something and then it, like, I don't know, bites you or whatever. There's more than this, and I would definitely recommend watching the medicine reveal if you haven't. I will watch it, probably not now though, but I kind of want to just kind of sit down and probably just have some food and watch it in peace. This was just like something that's kind of scratched the surface for me to just see if I'm, initially excited about it or not. I will give it a try because I think that if I am doing this, full time, I think I'm gonna have to. And I think that I will still at some point play it. This time I will try not to miss the launch. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like, I'm not gonna come out and say, hey, I'm super excited about this or whatever. No, we're gonna play it together and I'm gonna give it a decent shot. And I wanna see like what I don't know what they managed to do in this short amount of time. Yeah, Shadowlands was really rough, and Shadowlands unfortunately was my last experience. And funnily enough, the expansion that I've played the most. One of the main reasons for me, at least, the reasons for me why I abandoned Shadowlands is because it's a very stupid reason, but I still remember it. I managed to finish all of the achievements for do you know, like these things in your covenant sanctum, like these buildings that you build, and then once you build all of them, they allow you to gather more anima from world quests, from like all these things. Basically, the fact that it took me like, I want to say 4 or 5 months or whatever to grind all these buildings and have them on max level. And I had an alt that I was raiding with, and I had like all these other things. I try to have like one character per covenant. But the achievement wasn't cross character or whatever. So when I would log on to another character, I would have to spend this exact same amount of time to basically grind anima to unlock all of the buildings on my alt to basically get that same achievement so that I could get more anima. I felt like a giant pyramid scheme for anyone who wanted to collect I don't know, any like mounts or minions or whatever. Like I just felt like I am not being rewarded for the time that I've spent doing this one thing. And I just didn't see any sense whatsoever in doing this exact same thing on like all of my four characters. The two of them I had to play on because obviously I was like, I still had my main, and my druid has never so far missed an expansion, and I always go through the main content with her. But I was also raiding with my with the horde with the warlock, and for her I had to get all these things. So it was, well, I didn't have to get all of it, but I wanted to add the anima to be I don't know, easier to obtain, I suppose. So I think the anima grind was really what pushed me away from the game, regardless of like all of the issues that happened, like with, you know, Blizzard, Activision allegations, lawsuits, stealing breast milk or whatever it was. Like, you know, it was the game that initially kind of pushed me away from the game. The lore of the new expansion seems also pretty bad. Not hitting intentionally, but they brought back Nerubians in the game when they all died, and Wrath of the Lich King, and made sure of it. Like, why I can make new races and everything. I see. See, I don't know anything about it. Is this like a post Dragonflight content that like came out in the patches? Because I haven't been through it. I've honestly, I don't think I've even finished the Dragonflight story properly. I went through like my last thing that I did was basically when the dragons gathered on top of that one thing, when you save like all of these like zones or whatever, and they tell you something, and then in order to unlock the side stories for like each of these, I guess, tribes or whatever, you have to do a certain amount of like grinding to like raise their, I don't know the language anymore, like the battle pass thing. Like their, what's it called? Help me out here. Like you have to do world quests for them, and you have to like do all this stuff to unlock like the individual stories for that faction. And there were like 4 or 5 factions, and I was already playing Final Fantasy 14, and all of these other games were coming out. Final Fantasy 16 was on the horizon, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. You know, like I cannot do this, I will not do this. So that's kind of where I gave up. Next patch drops tomorrow. Perfect time to come back. Wow, patch? What? No, I don't. I don't think I'm gonna be coming back, right now or anytime soon, because I am still like neck deep in content for Final Fantasy 14. Like for the new patches, I'm doing like mount guides, minion guides, and whatnot for 6.5, and there's so much content to cover. And I am also in the middle of, wait, wait for it wait for it. I am in the middle of, where is it? Where is it? I write on both sides of my notebook. In the middle of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Currently in the middle of 9 playthroughs of different RPGs and MMORPGs, and I am in so much trouble with pretty much everyone from the community because I don't get to see what, you know, makes the game great or whatever. I never like finish these games, and I've given myself until the end of December to finish at least half of the stuff so that I can say that I finished it and actually, you know why these games are awesome.